one Kick a Legend here with people better and more famous than me.
Who's that?
Who was that guy?
Who's that guy? What are we doing?
If you guys watching this and you're going, wait a minute, Laurel and Hardy? Is that what? Is that like Hardy and Hardy? The Hardy boys? The fat guys, right?
Hardly boys.
The Hardly boys.
This is the Hardly boys. They can get it done? Hardly.
Sometimes when you want to learn martial arts, you just got to go to the best. And in America, it looks like it's a pair of immigrants. A Mexican and an Irish guy. And I'm not even living here, so I can get thrown out at any time. You have to live here.
I can stay.
You're all right, you're all right. How you doing? My name's Mick Tully. You might have seen me on a previous episode of this, getting my ass kicked for asking to get a sandwich. I tell you, what's wrong with the world? I asked the chick for a sandwich and I ended up on the floor getting my ass kicked. What's all that about? Well, today, I've brought my Mexican twin with me. Have you guys ever seen The Boys from Brazil? You guys ever seen that movie? Well, it wasn't Adolf Hitler, they were cloning. It was a well-upholstered pair of gentlemen. And Ty was brought up in Mexico. I was brought up in Ireland. But somehow we ended up and we met each other. What we're going to do is we're just going to goof around, do some martial arts, and maybe have a bit of fun. So I'm going to go first, which will be quite basic. And then my dear friend Ty Campos will show you how they do it south of the border. So,
Yes, sir.
shall we go onto the mat?
Let's do it.
That's a challenge match normally. So guys, as you can see, I don't know what's happened. I walked into a bar and there was a guy, it was an iron bar. No, I walked into a bar and there was a JKD guy here. But he didn't do all of the course because he's in the wrong league.
Oh, I'm sorry. JKD can only be right lead. That's right.
That's how it works. But what we'll do is most normal people switch. So, it's going to be very, very basic, but you know, attention spans are very short. Ty's going to come in, and he's going to come in with a jab first. And I'm going to come across the line, and I'm going to do what we call a parry and a bridge, right? So, I come across the line, I do a parry and a bridge. I do an uppercut, which we sometimes call a gaja, which is supposed to look like an elephant's trunk, right? I quite like this technique because I go one, and then what I call this the bad buffet. Because what I do is I drop low for you karate guys. I grab a handful of nuts, that's what's called the bad buffet. I throw them back into his face, pull him back, and then I beat him up with his own arm. Now I don't know if that's really good, but I swear to God, you do that at a party, successful, right? But it will actually work because as it comes in, you go 1, 2, 3, bump, bump. And then you will start dropping, then you can drop the guy, right? But as you can see by the grey hair of this gentleman, the last thing I want is Ty to end up on the floor and have to get him back up again. And you are a better ground player than me. So one more time, guys. It's going to parry and bridge. 1, whoa, bam. Pull out and go. How we would do this if we were working on the pads, Roy? We would come in and Ty's wearing the pads. I parry and bridge and I hit. I come down and then I go cross, hook, cross. So it can be a bit of fun, but at the same time it can be a workout. So I understand I have to come off this line. I hit, I come out. You see that there? Beautiful. One of my personal favorites about this technique is it's a cool party trick. It's a good workout, but it brings me into the realms of the Dragon Ball Z technique. You will believe that a bald guy can be Goku. Check this out. 1, 2, 3. I go like this. Ty realizes that he's not the one-armed boxer from the DVD, and he's got another hand. As he brings it round, I go, wow! Martial arts should be like witchcraft. I really believe this. And this is what we're doing. One more time, guys. Parry and bridge. Open the gate. Scoop. Dragon Ball Z. Boom. We'll do it from the other angle and you'll see that actually it's quite good. For all the goofing around, it actually does make sense. 1, 2, 3, 4. Comes in. Now guys, I did it this good. You know what I'm saying, ladies? From here, I break the arm. Whoa. I Goku the guy. I don't know if that works, but I'll tell you what. You show that to a Japanese kid, and he'll believe it. to believe an Irish man can do the Dragon Ball Z. I hope you like that. Take martial arts serious, kids. So, Roy, what are you going to do first? What are you going to do first, right? He's going to hit me. And one more time. So, he's putting me out, right? So I have to get off the line. Now, if Roy just holds the pad for a short uppercut, right? From here now, I open up. I come back out, and I go 1, 2, 3. So now it's more of a drills-based thing than anything, right? So we get the fun part out of the way, but we go 1, 2, 3, we put that in the heartbeat and go. Yeah, so now it starts looking like it's a bit of fun. What it also will do is it'll start bringing in some of the low line stuff because he's so occupied on the high line, and then you can just batter him on the low line. So one more time. 1, 2, 3. What's coming next? Whoa! Yeah, like a fat bukkar, right? So one more time. I come off line, I uppercut, I throw him out. Straight in. Is that?
Yeah, it's perfect.
Explain this.
What I love about this, or what I love about Mick's personality is, you see that he can actually do this, right? Like, I joke around and have fun. Can I do it? But Mick, he's able to make it fun while training serious skill. He needs the party trick to get the martial arts nerds, right? We're not apologizing for that. But for the people who are serious and does this work in the ring and does this work in kickboxing, this is the part that works, the part on the drill, on the pads. What about that could you possibly say doesn't work, right? Like there's nothing super mystical about a parry, right?
I learned this from Mr. Miyagi. Watch. I went around there to learn karate, and he said, there's a 64 Buick. There's another 64 Buick. And I was like, why am I waxing this guy's cars? And then I remembered he was going to introduce me to Elizabeth Shue. And I was like, you know what? Give me some more cards. As you come across, guys, you can start hammering. Bring through, bam, bam, bam. Also, when Roy comes in and he gives me the jab cross, and I go for the uppercut, but he beats me to the punch. And so as he comes in, I tie up. This is the bit now. You give him enough time, and you go 1, 2, 3. I don't know how realistic that is, but the only thing is, first of all, it's a hobby, unless you're fighting in the ring, right? And then it's anything but a hobby, but it has to be enjoyable. And if it isn't enjoyable, you don't get good at it. And when it gets to be a drag, you make excuses not to turn up. When you enjoy it, you make reasons to be there. When you don't like it, you'll make an excuse. It's like a bad girlfriend, right?
Exactly.
Yeah?
Well, not that I've ever had any, but I've read a lot of literature about it.
A lot of my friends have told me about this, right? That's the disclaimer you always use. So,
just short comment, Mick is being very friendly by hitting that uppercut away from my face. He's not hitting it totally vertical, because that isn't very fun for me after a couple.
that was photoshopped in, actually. That was green screen that we just did there. Like, you know, like Lord of the Rings, you know, the guys with the little hairy feet? You seen those guys? Where are they from? They're from, oops. I am from the Shire. Right, so when you're doing this, guys, be mindful that it's just an enjoyable drill to start off with. Where this can go eventually is you can start bringing any of your short range tools in as well. But I wouldn't advise that. Unless you want to lose friends or you don't like the guy you're training with, then I would change it halfway through. It's an easy way to get a new partner, right?
Yes, sir. All right, I want to thank Mick Tully very much and the Minnesota Collie Group in general, because they got my mission right away, right? I explained to them, we want more involvement, better martial arts, and they're like, oh yeah, we've been doing that for how many years?
Yeah, a long time.
Yeah, so it's not really my mission, but thank you for the support.
Hey, and no problem. And you know, thanks for watching this far. My restraining order is starting to, I think I've got like 3 days left and I have to get back on the plane, right? You guys don't let me stay here too long, but thank you very much.
All right, thank you. Thank you.